So what Tanya was going to say if her mic worked was we are Kim McColl, National Marketing Director.
And I'm Lety Algeri, National Marketing Director.
And I am Stacey Whitmer, National Marketing Director.
Together, the three of us have sponsored 426 representatives. So, do you guys remember this morning when we had the pleasure of having some amazing speakers? And Jonah made a hilarious comment, and he said, most of us at night read a bedtime story to our children instead of reading them bedtime facts. Sean and I laughed at each other, my husband and I, because we actually do read facts to our kids before bed, and they like it. But it's like an interesting fact book, but it's a fact book. But we realized that storytelling and understanding facts are two totally different things. Our minds are so much more engaged by a story than by facts. So what you're going to see today is a story. We're going to tell you a story about sponsorship called Once Upon a Sponsorship. And our goal after sharing this story is that each of you leave here with actual tools, actual verbiage that are going to help you be the very best sponsor that you can be. Now, because it's a story, you're going to see us in character role multiple times during our talk today. The new representative is going to be played by Lety Algeri. The mentor and sponsor is going to be played by Stacey Whitmer. And the narrator will be played by me. And it is truly a crazy coincidence that that spells out NMD. When we looked at it, we were like, that's weird that spells NMD. But then we said, you know what? That's what it takes. It takes an eager new team member. It takes a dedicated sponsor. And it takes a whole team of people that are going to come into their lives throughout to walk that journey from new rep to national marketing director. So this is the story you're going to see. Chapter 1, you're going to watch an amazing sponsor attract a new representative into her business. You will watch that unfold. Next, you're going to see that sponsor work with her new representative in something incredibly important, which is initial goal setting and vision casting. After that, we're going to walk you through what we do at our launch meetings to help everyone get off to a good start. Chapter 4 is our favorite because after the launch meeting, we get into live learning. That's where you're going to see events in action. In Chapter 5, you're going to watch us talk about the importance of this sponsor linking arms with this new representative to help them develop a self-qualified business. By the end of our talk today, you're going to see our new representative growing into leadership and beyond.
But before we can talk about who we're attracting into your business, let's talk a little bit about you. What is the energy and the belief system that you're putting out there? Because it's contagious, and what you put out there is what you're going to get back in. So let's do a quick exercise, but be 100% honest with yourself. How strong is your belief in the Juice Plus products on a scale of 1 to 10? Just write down that number. What about your belief in the Juice Plus model? Again, 1 to 10, what's your number? And finally, how strong is your belief in yourself, which is the most important part here. Because we know our products have been clinically proven to do some amazing things, and our business model has worked time and time again. You guys saw all those 100 Club up here celebrating yesterday. It's possible. So the only variable is you. And I want your belief to be stronger than anyone's doubt by the time you walk out of here at this conference. But if you're not a 10 yet, that's okay. That's why you're here. Now, the first people we're going to reach out to, of course, is our warm market. Our family, our friends, the people that we love and trust. People that are watching us. How many of you, by a show of hands, have heard someone say, I saw what you did on Facebook, or I saw your post, or what a great event? Of course, we've all heard that. And you know what that means? That means that your warm market has a front row seat to what you're doing. And that is an invitation for a conversation. Well, you go through your warm market, you spoke to your mom, your cousin, your best friend, now you run out of a network. Now what? No network, no problem. Here's your goal. Get out and live. Social media is an awesome way to build our business, but it will only take us so far. At some point, you need to walk away from your computer and behind your phone and get out and live. So, have a new hobby. Go take that photography class you've always wanted to take, or go join a hiking group. But now, let's pretend you're on a hike, you meet this person, you're like, she would be awesome for my team. Are you gonna sell her Juice Plus right then and there? Are you gonna ask her to join the business? No. Because if you were on a first date and someone popped the question and asked you to marry them, you'd freak out. You'd go running as far away as you could. Let's compare our Juice Plus business to the dating world. We want to date people, and here's why. We want to create a relationship. We want trust. We want that camaraderie with somebody. And then we expose them to what we do and share it with them. Now, when you go out on a date, why do you date? To figure out if you want to marry them, right? You go date after date after date, and then you decide yes or no. Well, we have the luxury in our business to work with whomever we want. So you don't want to just invite anybody into your business. You want to date them. So you can figure out when the right time is to pop the question, or if you even want to pop that question. And remember, 100 anybody's is not anywhere close to one good team member.
So how many people out here right now have existing customers in their customer base? Raise your hand. That's most of you, right? Well, guess what? Your next rock star new distributor may be sitting in your customer base and you don't even know it yet. If you're doing really good customer care, you're gonna know who's a raving fan, who has a really powerful Juice Plus success story that may wanna share it. But building that relationship is so key to truly understanding who we want to invite into the business. Now, understand that I am very well aware that having customer conversations, like on the phone, is not always very comfortable, and we get that. But I have figured out a 3-step, simple process on how to have a focused customer care conversation, on how to navigate that conversation. And I call it TRE. Thank, reinforce, and expand. So here's what that would look like. After you have someone on the phone and you're chatting with them for a few minutes, a little banter, you're gonna thank them. Thank you for being on Juice Plus and for being part of our One Simple Change. You wanna thank them also for allowing us to be on this health journey with them. That's what we're doing here, to be on a health journey with our customers. We're then gonna reinforce. We're gonna reinforce why they started the product and the benefits that the product has had for them. We're also gonna reinforce what Juice Plus can do in totality for that family. The next part comes to expand. You can expand to other products, another program like the Shred 10, or you can expand to the business. This is the perfect opportunity to expand to the business.
Are you all ready to watch this story unfold? The storybook's about to begin with an incredibly dedicated sponsor having a very meaningful conversation with a now raving fan customer, navigating that conversation using thank, reinforce, and expand.
We're gonna pretend like we're on a phone call, okay? Hey, good morning, Lety. It's Stacey from Juice Plus. How are you?
I'm great, Stace. How are you? How are your kids?
Everybody is happy and healthy, thank you. The start of school has been great. Soccer, we've been coaching. It's been busy, but everybody is happy and healthy, and that's all I can ask for. How about you guys? How's your family?
We are fantastic. In fact, it's the first time in forever that it's mid-October. We haven't even had a sick day yet. I can't remember the last time that happened.
I love that, Lety. You know, I have to tell you that I absolutely love being on this health journey with you. Just thank you for being part of our One Simple Change and for taking Juice Plus every day.
Are you kidding? Thank you for inviting me to all these amazing events you do, and you have my kids come along. You are part of an amazing community. Thank you.
That is for sure. You know, I want to just reinforce something. 2.5 years ago when we chatted, you started taking Juice Plus for you and your family because your immune support was pretty not where you wanted it to be. And obviously listening to you today and from our past conversations, I know that Juice Plus has really helped build your immune system. and your family is balancing their immune system. But just know that that is one piece to a very big puzzle of the health benefits that Juice Plus is giving to you and your family. Just understand that every single day giving your family Juice Plus is the best health benefit that you could really do. And as we stand here, and as we are on the phone and chatting, I would love to ask, you know, you love this product, you love this community. Do you have a handful or more people in your life that you feel like you'd want to share Juice Plus with too?
You know, now that I think of it, absolutely. In fact, the other day I dropped my kids off at karate, and the studio was empty. I asked Sensei, what's going on? He said, everybody's sick. I know dozens of people that could benefit from this product.
That's fantastic. I would love for you to be part of our mission. You just said you love the community that we are a part of. I would love for you to join our mission and share and inspire healthy living around the world just like I do. Is that something you'd be interested in?
You know it is. How do I get started?
That's how it happens when we're not afraid to pick up the phone, guys, and call our customers. Do you know how many of us are used to not calling? Okay, when we call on our customers and thank them, and we reinforce the decision they've made and the benefits they've experienced, we have an opportunity to expand. By a raised show of hands, who is at break going to go drop a little TRE love on some customers? Anybody gonna try that? Thank, reinforce, expand, and send one of us a Facebook message and let us know how it went. Now that we have a new team member, welcome to the team, Lety. I think you're gonna like it here, girl.
I think so.
We are gonna get started on chapter 2. We know that the sky is the limit with our opportunity. Those of us who have been involved for a while know that this can be something that is, you know, a $40 a month opportunity or a 7-figure a year opportunity. But what you're gonna watch now is an amazing sponsor talk to her brand new team member and really simplify goal setting into 3 different buckets. And on top of that, move into casting a much bigger vision about what is possible down the road.
So Lety, I'm so excited that you're going to be part of my world because it's truly fantastic. You know, there are 3 opportunities that I want to talk to you about, and I'd love for you to then choose what would be best for you and for your family. I usually call them buckets of business, but in this situation, we're going to call them wishing wells. So the first one is about offsetting the cost of your own family's product. That's called the Healthy Living Program. The second wishing well is about getting more reoccurring monthly income, roughly about $500 a month, and that's doing a goal called Fast Track to Sales Coordinator with a self-qualified business. And I can explain that, of course, as we go down into this. And then there's having a new career. That was my path to National Marketing Director and beyond. Now, that was the one that I chose, but I would love for you to kind of choose what you want and what's best for you.
So I know dozens of people that could benefit from this product. I'm thinking the recurring income, the middle wishing well, sounds like a good place for me. But I have to ask you, how much time is this really going to take? How much time do I have to invest?
That's an excellent question. And I'm kind of going to come right back at you. How much time do you have to invest every single day?
That's sneaky. I'm asking you a question, you coming back to me, but I'm thinking an hour. Does that seem like a reasonable amount of time?
Absolutely. You can really use intentional, focused Juice Plus time in an hour, and you can accomplish a lot. And I'm going to talk to you more about that in our launch meeting, about how to really fiercely protect that time and set it up so that it is specific Juice Plus time when you're able to sit down and do it.
Sounds good.
Now, before we even go any further, I would love, before we sit down for our launch meeting, for you to fill out a memory jogger. That's what we call a list of names of everybody that you know that could benefit from this product.
Sure.
Can you do that for me?
100%.
Awesome. And then the last thing I want to set up before we leave right now is a 3-way call with our upline National Marketing Director. I would love for you to hear from someone else the incredible business that you are now a part of, the company that has a heart that you've never seen anything like it, and just for her to paint a bigger vision for what this could be. So we'll set that up before our launch meeting.
Perfect. Sounds great.
Okay, so I now have a new team member. I know where her goals are. So now what? We're going to set up a launch meeting. If you are local, you want to be with that person. So meet at your house or a local coffee shop. If you're not, Zoom is a great place to do that. The first 4 things that you're going to ask that person or that you want to focus on are really crucial to opening up and building that relationship. So you want to make sure that you don't skip these steps because they're really important. So the first thing you want to do is help them determine their why. Help them develop their story. And understand that that story and that why may change in a few months, and that's okay. But we need a really strong starting point for them to kickstart this journey. We then want to know, how can we best communicate with you? Phone, text message. When is the best time to communicate with you? Because we want to start to build a really efficient and strong relationship from the beginning. Now, as a sponsor, we need to be ready for all of the questions that our new team member is going to come at us with. But don't forget that questions equal activity. And activity means that that person is hitting goals, and that's what we're looking for. So as a sponsor, we need to make sure that we are approachable, that our team member is comfortable coming to us with those countless questions and confident that we're going to be able to be available and get back to them in a timely fashion. We always need to be respectful, of course, and kind, because we want to show them how we are going to make magic happen as a new distributor and a sponsor combo. Now, as we build in our marketing plan, we understand that when you hit virtual franchisee and sales coordinator, you get team building bonuses. Let's make sure that those bonuses don't just end up in our mailboxes. Let's earn those bonuses. Let that bonus be something that you deserve, because you're being a rock star new sponsor, a rock star sponsor with your brand new team member. Because your new distributor deserves a really strong platform to kickstart this journey. And as a sponsor, you are a crucial role in making that happen.
I love, Stacey, that idea of earning our bonus. I mean, hitting the lottery is fun and all, but earning income and respect and trust is so, so important in these relationships. I also just want to reiterate something that we heard Kurt Beavers say last night when he said that sponsor and responsibility have the same root word. We're focusing on that a lot today. So one of the things we did when we sat down at this launch meeting before we went into any nitty-gritty was we helped that person develop their why and their story. As soon as we're solid on that, we're going to sit down and we're going to take them on a web walk. Now, I always tell people we have to check ourselves as sponsors at this point, because we know that we have infinite, at this point, amounts of resources for our use. And that's amazing. But we don't want our new representative to feel like they're drinking from a fire hose, because that can be a pretty uncomfortable feeling, okay? So what we do on our team when we do our web walk is we walk them through these 5 resources. Before you're doing a web walk with your new representatives, make sure you know these inside and out, and that's a good place to start. If you're not using it now, the missiondrivenmodel.info is unbelievable. It will walk them through getting started, resources, images, everything that they're going to need. Next, we like to show them where they can find the official Juice Plus YouTube channels. We have channels not only for Juice Plus products, but also Tower Garden and the business. We encourage our new reps to listen to as many of those as possible while they're working out, while they're driving to carpool, while they're shopping for groceries, because pretty soon they're going to figure out which their favorites are and be able to share them very easily. I am so glad that we're getting to follow the Healthy Living Revolution that talked a little bit ago. I talked to all of them backstage, gave them big hugs, and said thank you from all of you and all of us, because in my personal and professional opinion, what they have done with the Healthy Living Revolution and what this company has done in branding this like they have and giving us the resources they have, we have given our newest representatives incredible language to use when they're sharing this product and this business opportunity. There is no need for them to say, I'm a Juice Plus rep, or I'm selling anything. They are a valuable resource to everyone they know now because of the resources we have inside of the Healthy Living Revolution. When I invite someone onto my team now, I say, I want to involve you in this healthy living revolution. And people are excited to be a part of that. So make sure they know where to find those tools. Also make sure they know where the Juice Plus Facebook page is and your own team Facebook page. Most national marketing directors will have a team Facebook page. It's a good time during the launch meeting to encourage them to check that at least once daily so they can find local events and any contests you're running on your own team. Last but certainly not least, we sometimes forget one of the best resources we have is our very own Juice Plus personal websites. Take some time during the launch meeting to make sure your new representative knows where the research is, where the awesome clips on what the medical professionals have to say, where those are, and certainly how to navigate their own online store, because that is how we're finding most of our new customers are choosing to purchase today. After we've walked them through the resources, we're going to cover 3 more things.
Good, perfect.
Do you remember in chapter 2 when Stacey asked Lety how much time she had a day to dedicate to Juice Plus? She said an hour. That's a reasonable amount of time if you're using it wisely. But here's what happens. If we don't sit with our new representative during that launch meeting and time block, you know, a whole 24 hours goes by and that 1 hour was never found. So during the launch meeting, we figure out which hour in the 24 is that going to be most days. And then on top of that, we help them develop at least a handful of strategies that will help them fiercely protect that hour. It might be as simple as putting their cell phone in the other room or even out in the car. Or it might be as simple as hanging a note on your office door or your bedroom door that says, "My Juice Plus time," so your family knows that you're working. Basic virtual office training, what that looks like on our team, is we understand that our new representatives want to be a product of the product. They're excited about joining this mission, about joining this revolution. Virtual office training can and should be as simple as helping them place their own Juice Plus order, their Tower Garden order, their complete order. They know how to use the virtual office at that point. For those first few months, the lion's share of what they're going to be doing is placing orders. The next thing we do is try to really simplify the marketing plan. We need to check ourselves again as sponsors at this point and really take a step back from using words like PVC or points or Fast Track 2000 Plus. They don't know what that means. We need to keep it simple. I love the roadmap that is outlined on the mission-driven model, but what we say to our representatives joining our team is, look, it's 4 simple steps. The first one is 3 trio orders, your own household and 2 others. We try to do that in the first 48 hours. The second step is going to be adding 9 additional trios and a buddy. After that, you and I are still linking arms. We're going to help 24 families in total start at least the trio health habit. And then we're going to help a handful, at least 3 of your friends, do the exact same thing you just did. And then we will have accomplished that middle wishing well of Fast Track to Sales Coordinator with a self-qualified business and that recurring income goal you're looking for.
So we want to reach these goals, but we need a tool to do it. And the memory jogger is the most effective tool we have in our business. How many of you have an active memory jogger that you add names to all the time? You're constantly adding. Great. How many of you are going to have one as of today, a big long memory jogger of everybody you meet in the plane, in the airport, in the taxi, everywhere? So remember when Stacey asked the new rep to come to the table, to the launch meeting with their memory jogger filled out? So now we're at the launch meeting, memory jogger's filled out, and together the sponsor and the new team member are going to circle the top 10 people that they want to reach out to first. Who are we going to recontact? You know, maybe you have an Aunt Susie who has a lot of health challenges, and she's going to ask a lot of tough questions, and you're intimidated. That's a great opportunity for you to create a 3-way call. Or maybe you have a friend who loves to go out and have a good time and have a glass of wine. Maybe you're going to invite her to a wine and wellness party. So together, the sponsor and the new rep are going to find action plans for each one of those 10 people. And what that's going to do is help the new team member feel a little bit more confident, a little bit less overwhelmed, and feel supported by you. Then what we're going to do is we're going to fill out our calendars. So we're going to fill it with events. And on our team, we like to do 3 events in 30 days. One is a live event, something more formal at your home or theirs. The second would be a Facebook Live event. And the third is a family and friends call. So together, you and the new rep are going to open up your calendars. Did you guys hear what I said? I said together. Did you hear that? So my calendar and my new team members, we're going to fill together. So again, they feel supported. And we just fill it up with that. And then we need to invite to it.
So now your calendar's filled. The next thing you've got to do is invite to these events. How are we going to do that? Are we going to mass text everybody or send 100 messages out? No. You're going to make it personal. You cannot feel or hear passion on a message. You just can't. And as a new sponsor, you want to role model the power of your voice. So you want to reach out to people, call them on the phone, and say, hey, I want you to be a part of this event because I thought of you because. We want to make sure the person on the other end of that call knows why we are inviting them, because that's going to create engagement. They're going to feel more ownership, and they're going to love that you're thinking about them. So you can, of course, send a traditional text or a traditional Facebook message, but we also now, because of technology, have the opportunity to use voice messaging. So if that's something you feel more comfortable with, that's fine. You can voice message. At least they'll hear your voice anyway. But I have to be clear about the power of your voice and the impact that it will have when you are inviting, but really throughout your business. So I want you to take about 20 seconds and read what's on the prompter, please. Are we good? Okay. Now I want you to listen to it. I'm pretending like I just left a message for Robin. I want you to hear it through that message. Hi, Robin, it's Stacey. Give me a quick call when you get this message. I just found out that we have a renowned doctor coming to our area to talk on the power of nutrition for total health. I immediately thought of you because I know how you are constantly doing research on nutrition and the crucial role it plays for your family. You of all people would so appreciate the information that's going to be shared, and I would love for you to be my guest at this event. I'll drive, drinks are on me, let's go learn together. You're going to love this.
Okay, first off, if you're driving and drinks are on you, I'm in, 100% of the time.
Perfect.
I might be the only one that feels that way, but yes, I'm coming.
Okay.
I'm coming.
Good.
Secondly, by a show of hands, do you have in your possession right now, remember that thing we saw them put in the blender this morning, that Blendtec thing? It's like rectangular, kind of black, and you're Facebooking on it right now and texting and stuff, right? Do you have it? Did you guys know that if you hold it up to your ear, it's a phone? You can talk into it and people will talk back. It is crazy. I thought you could only, like this. Try it. Try it. Call somebody and invite them to something. Tell them why you want them to come. Offer them a ride and tell me they won't come. We just got done talking about the power of voice when it comes to inviting to an event. The power of your voice is also very critical in training your new team member. The question we get the most when we start a new team member is, what do I say? We are, as responsible sponsors, for those first few months, going to be in show, don't tell mode. You're going to tell them, we've got this, we're going to do this together. Remember all those videos they're going to watch from our Facebook channels, our YouTube channels. They are going to be throwing around words like bridging the gap before you even know it. But the next thing they're going to do is they are going to hear not just what you're saying, but how you're saying it when you do a friends and family call. When you tell their friends and family, this person that you know and love is a valuable resource to you. When you know anyone that's looking to get healthy, you send them their way because they are working with a team of awesome people who can help you get healthy. They're going to hear you say that, and they're going to know they can say that, explaining their new role. When you do a three-way call, they're going to hear the give and take of conversation. We had a training breakout yesterday on three-way calls. They're going to hear that the majority of a three-way call is us asking questions of the person we're on the phone with, and they're going to get very comfortable with doing that. I always share with my team that if they spend time and money and invest to come to an event like this, it's not cheap to get away for the whole weekend, to fly here, to pay for a hotel, to get daycare for your kids if you need it. But I always promise them that if you leave an event like this with one piece of verbiage that feels good and authentic coming out of your mouth, something that is very actionable, a call to action when it comes to the people you're talking to, it was worth your investment times 100. I truly and sincerely feel that way. So imagine the value that you're going to bring to your new rep when you do that for them over and over and over again during live learning. All that calendar that you filled up with them is an opportunity to coach them. Practice, practice, practice.
So I'm going to set up a little vendor event. On our team, we do a lot of vendor events, and this is where you're really going to really do live learning. I kind of coined that phrase because when you have a brand new distributor, one of the first things that we do is try to get them to a vendor event where we can train them and help coach them on how to talk about our product and share our story. So we're gonna set this up, and I wanted to just say, when you're a brand new distributor and you're in a vendor event for the first time, you're scared, you're nervous, the conversation's probably not gonna be great. But by the end of that day, after you've had 30 plus conversations with people coming to your table, you feel great. You're confident. You've got a pep in your step. You know what to say and how to say it. It's true live learning. It gives you the opportunity to repeat your message over and over again to really understand what works, what doesn't, what questions work, what questions don't. So we're gonna kind of mimic a vendor event. Kim is gonna be the passerby. I am still the sponsor. Lety is the new team member who is going to, for the first time, speak to a potential customer. Let's see how it goes.
Hey, how are you? What's this stuff?
Oh, it's Juice Plus. Have you ever heard of it? It's 30 raw vine-ripened fruits and veggies in a capsule or a gummy. And you would, oh my gosh, we have research on all different types of things from the University of Maryland on cardiovascular health. And do you like to garden? Because we have tower gardens. Shakes. Do you like shakes? We have this thing called Shred 10. You would love it. Do you want some more information?
I would love some more information. Can I get it to go? Because I'll just run it by my husband.
Sure, here you go.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Wow. So that is what not good looks like, right? So as a brand new distributor, sometimes that's what we do. We can talk so much and we're never engaging the person. We just want to tell them everything we know, but that's not necessarily how we're going to get someone to listen to what we're saying. So I created a 3-step, really simple way to navigate a conversation. And I'm going to share that with Lety. So remember, as a sponsor, we're also a coach. And where it sometimes may be uncomfortable to coach up our new team members, it's a crucial role in building a relationship and creating impact on the other side of it, because that's how we learn. So I'm gonna go coach up Lety. I'm putting my sponsor hat on. Here we go. So Lety, E for effort on that one. I think that there's an opportunity for you to stop, take a breath, and ask a question. I would love to kind of help you understand and help you navigate the conversation a little better when you're speaking to someone for the first time so that you can engage them instead of not breathing when you talk.
Okay.
So the first thing you're gonna do is make a statement about the product.
Okay.
The second thing you're gonna do is add a couple of sentences about your why, and then you're gonna ask a question. The question is the most crucial part because that's when you really are gonna understand where is that person on their journey? What is specific to them that we now can tailor our conversation to that person? Is that something you think you can do?
So you want me to make a statement about Juice Plus, share a sentence or two about my why, and ask a question?
You got it.
Okay. Statement, why, question.
Got it.
I think I got it.
I see someone coming now.
Let's try again.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. Have you ever heard of Juice Plus?
I have not. What is it?
Oh, you would love it. It is 30 raw, vine-ripened fruits and veggies in a capsule or gummy form.
Wow.
It has literally changed the immune health of my family. We haven't had a sick day in months. Isn't that amazing?
Amazing.
But let me ask you, what do you feel like you do really well in your health journey, and what do you think you're struggling with you can use support?
Gosh, that's a really good question. What do I do well? I would say exercise, top of mind. I'm a runner, and I run to burn off the crazy, so I run daily, if you know what I mean.
A little crazy.
I would have said diet, too, until you said your kids hadn't missed a day of school yet this year, because it's only October, and both of mine have been out 3 times. So you were eating healthy before, and then you added this, and it helped? Or?
You know, I know exactly how you feel, because I felt the same way, too. I was feeding my kids the right stuff, and they were sick anyway.
Yes.
But what I found was that Juice Plus helped our immune system, and I love that it's backed by science.
Like there's research stuff on it?
Yeah, real science. We actually have a study on the immune system.
I'm like, honestly, I read bedtime facts to my kids instead of bedtime stories, so I'm actually, like, research is like my thing, believe it or not.
Well,
totally.
You know what? Our company is so transparent that you can read every single one of those studies. They're on my website.
I'm going to, for real.
You know what, actually? I have a friend who's just like you and loves the science. Would you be interested in talking to her? I'm sure she could explain it all to you.
Like real life, I could chat about the science with her.
Like real life with that rectangular thing that most people text on, you can
Let's do
actually
it.
talk.
I would love to talk to her about it. I would
You know
love
what?
it.
How about, can I set it up for tomorrow?
Let's do it. I'm in.
Awesome. I can't wait to talk to you further.
Awesome.
So I'm still a sponsor. Lety, that was fantastic.
Thanks.
What a great way to engage that person. And now guess what? We're building a relationship. We've now just started to build something with a new call tomorrow. And now we're gonna start to date that potential new customer. And you did a really good job.
Thank you so much. It was all you.
So you just saw coaching. We can't be afraid to coach as sponsors. It feels really uncomfortable because it makes you feel like you're telling someone they're doing something wrong and you're not. Part of our job as a sponsor is to give really constructive feedback, to help them develop as a leader, as a representative. So that is valuable feedback. Another thing that we need to do is to really help our representative understand how mission critical it is to their business to get to a larger Juice Plus event like this. We're gonna be doing lots of one-on-one, three-way calls, in-home events with them those first couple months, but we wanna, as close in as we can on the calendar, book a boot camp, a Super Saturday, a regional, or even better, a conference. Big decisions happen at big events. In fact, and you can cheer if you're one of them, I guarantee you that there are a handful of people sitting in this room who will make the decision sometime over the course of this weekend that they will be a national marketing director. Okay? Oh, woo! There's a couple new national marketing directors. So what happened as a result of that? We now have a fast track to virtual franchisee on our team. Now what?
So now we want to focus on building a self-qualified business. We've all heard that 24 trios gives us a self-qualified business. Does that mean that we don't love two blends or shakes or tower gardens? We love it all. But that's just the icing on our trio cake. Now trio in the Juice Plus world means the three blend, the fruits, the veggies, and the berries. But on our team, it means something else. This awesome lady over here one day was brushing her teeth and decided, I think I'm gonna coin trio to be 24 reoccurring installment orders. So that's what it stands for on our team. And here's a really great fun visual. Grab 24 Post-its and put them on your wall, the side of your refrigerator, inside your closet door, I don't care where. And every time you place a trio order, put that person's name on a Post-it. Now you have a really easy visual of how many Post-its you need to fill to self-qualify your business. The reports, the PVC stuff is awesome, but this is a simple, concrete thing that you're gonna see every single day.
So now that we have gotten this self-qualified business, the next most important thing is to stay qualified, stay self-qualified. And how are we gonna do that? We're gonna do that with rockstar customer care. Customer care on our team has a whole day. I created a DMO that Thursday is Thank You Thursday. It is literally a day designated to customer care because we work so hard every single day to get new customers. Well, we need to work even harder to keep them. We want to make sure that we are aligning events each and every month to continue to build our customer base. Because as you saw earlier, my rock star customer is now going to be a rock star new distributor. So it's important that we focus on getting qualified and staying qualified.
If you were at prayer breakfast this morning, you saw the picture of a house that was left standing after a hurricane, and then they panned out, and it was the only thing standing within miles and miles and miles. It's because that house was built on rock-solid foundation. That's exactly what she just did. As a sponsor and a new representative, they helped self-qualify and taught them how to keep their customers. We now have a self-qualified VF, and it's now time for us to focus on helping them build a team. We do that through now focusing a lot on three-way calls geared towards the business opportunity. So we're still doing three-way calls. They're less product-focused and more business-focused. You heard Stacey mention DMO, that stands for Daily Method of Operation. At this point, when your representative is a self-qualified VF, it is very important that you sit down and help them develop a daily method of operation that is now expanded to include not just talking to potential new customers, but taking care of those customers and having new representative conversations and team growth and development conversations as well. You're gonna broaden understanding of the marketing plan, more virtual office training, and you're going to teach them to duplicate. What does duplicate look like? I'll tell you exactly what it looks like. You're going to remember. You're going to remember because it is the story that you as a new rep have just walked through. Do you remember in chapter 1, during attraction, Stacey called Lety, thanked, reinforced, and expanded. She said yes to the business. They then had a great conversation about goal setting. Lety chose wishing well number 2. She wanted recurring monthly income of $500 a month or more. Then they had a launch meeting where they determined her why. They talked about strategies to protect the time she was going to dedicate. They went over resources. They spent some time doing live learning, the vendor fair, a 3-way call, family and friends call. They helped find a place for those Post-its in her house. It was behind the bathroom door. And so she could look at it every day, and they filled those. Now she's growing into leadership by walking that same story to several other friends that she cares about. And now she has fast-tracked to sales coordinator.
So now we have a new sales coordinator. What's our role? We want to let our leaders lead. We set up an awesome framework for them, and they're going to follow in those footsteps, but let them put their own little spin on it. Let their personality shine through. And they're going to start to create their own team and start to work for them and help them. They're going to start leading their own team communications, whether it's Facebook or Voxer, they're in charge of their team. At this point, it's extremely important to revisit their goals because they may be happy at sales coordinator or they may have caught the bigger vision. Maybe they went to one of those big rocks events and they were like, wait, I want to be a national marketing director. So revisit those goals with them. But regardless of what they choose and regardless of where they go, remember that you're always their partner and you are always going to be there to help them understand and support them to reach their next goal.
So now many of you reading this might read it very simply. I help you build your business. But we read it a little differently. I help you, you build your business. I'm going to say that again. I help you, you build your business. We need to make sure that we are, as sponsors, getting strong leaders on our team so that they can lead their teams. Because we're not supposed to dive in and grab everybody and pull them up. If we're doing really good sponsorship, then we are going to have rock star leaders that are going to be able to lead their team and do everything that we did to help them get to where they want to go, just like we did for them.
Sponsorship is so many things. Sponsorship is a verb,
A responsibility,
A commitment,
a relationship to be cherished,
a new friend,
a lot of fun,
a refreshing energy,
a critical skill to master in order to be successful in your business,
an opportunity to change someone's life forever.
an opportunity to change your own life forever.
So now at this point, we wanted to let you know that this whole story has been about someone specific. We had one specific person in mind when we created this whole sponsorship story. And we would love to know, would you want to meet this person? Yeah? Yeah? Do you want me to bring her out from the back? Yeah? All right, well then everybody get on your feet. She deserves to be on your feet. Everybody up. Everybody up. And now I want every single one of you to look around. Guys, you are this sponsor. This is your story. This is your story. And guess what? If this is not your story, that's fine. Close that book and open a new one. Today starts a new journey for you because it is possible. You can do this, but this is yours to do.
So at this point in the book, we usually find the end. But let me ask you, is this truly the end, or is it just the beginning?
Thank you so much.
Thank you.